The laughter cuts through the airport terminal like shrapnel. She's used to it by now, the sideways glances, the poorly hidden smirks as her left leg drags slightly behind her right. The young soldiers near gate 47 don't even bother whispering. One elbows his buddy, nodding toward her uneven gait. Another pulls out his phone, angling for a video. They're fresh-faced, still cocky from basic training, uniforms so new they practically creak. She keeps walking, one foot in front of the other. The same way she learned to move again after the explosion that took half her squad. But what happens in the next 60 seconds will shatter their world. The woman's name is Captain Maya Reeves. Though the faded hoodie and jeans hide any trace of rank. She's 32, but moves like she's 60, each step a negotiation with pain. The soldiers don't see the silver star tucked in her carry-on. They don't know about Kandahar province. 2019, they just see someone who doesn't fit their Hollywood version of a hero. Probably faking it for sympathy points. One mutters, just loud enough. She stops. Not because of his words, she's heard worse, but because a man in a dress uniform is walking straight toward her. 3 stars gleam on his shoulder boards. Lieutenant General Marcus Hale. His jaw is set. His eyes locked on something at her waistline. The Keychain. It's a small thing, really. A miniature silver star dangling from her backpack strap, tarnished and easy to miss, unless you know what it means. Unless you've held one yourself and felt the weight of what it represents. The general reaches her, and the entire terminal seems to hold its breath. Then he drops, not into a crouch, not into a kneel. The man falls to both knees right there on the scuffed airport tile, his cover removed, head bowed. "Captain Reeves," he says, voice thick. "I was there. I read the citation. The soldiers have gone pale. Phones are lowered." The one who spoke stands frozen, his smirk now a mask of horror. Maya's throat tightens. She hasn't spoken about that day in 6 years. Hasn't told anyone outside her therapist's office about the IED that flipped their Humvee. About dragging 3 wounded Marines through 200 yards of enemy fire with a shattered femur. About using her own body as a shield when the second explosion hit. But General Hale knows. Hugh carried Sergeant Morrison. He continues, still on his knees. "He's my nephew. He's alive because you wouldn't leave him." His voice cracks. "You took 7 rounds pulling him to cover. The doctors said you should have bled out in 4 minutes. You lasted 20 until the medevac arrived." The terminal has gone silent. A woman near the coffee stand has her hand over her mouth. An older man in a Vietnam veteran cap stands at attention, tears streaming down his weathered face. Maya finally speaks. "I did what anyone would have done, sir." "Ah!" The general rises slowly, and when he looks at her, his eyes are red-rimmed. "You did what heroes do. And I will never," his voice rises, projecting now to every corner of the gate, "never stand higher than you again." He steps aside. "Doesn't salute. Don't salute without a cover," but the gesture is there in the way he positions himself slightly behind her. Hand over heart. One by one, the soldiers move. The one who mocked her is crying now, openly, as he approaches. He can't meet her eyes. "Ma'am, his voice breaks. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry." Maya looks at him for a long moment, sees herself at 22 before she knew what service really costs. Before she understood that strength doesn't always look like the recruiting posters. "Oh, you do?" she says quietly. "Learn from it." The general walks her to her gate personally, carries her bag, doesn't speak except to ask if she needs anything. When her boarding group is called, he shakes her hand with both of his, holding on just a second longer than regulation. As she boards, she glances back. The entire gate area is standing. Not clapping, this isn't a movie. Just standing, silent, in a respect that needs no words. The young soldier is still there. Hand over heart, tears still falling. He'll remember this moment for the rest of his career. They all will dot because heroes don't always march in parades. Sometimes they limp through airports, carrying invisible wounds that never fully heal. And sometimes, if we're paying attention, we get the chance to witness grace. True courage isn't the absence of scars, it's moving forward despite them. Who in your life deserves recognition for the battles they fight silently? Tell us in the comments below.